everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to share with you guys some more cake mix hacks. That's really hard to say. I really enjoy doing all these type of cake mix ones, and you guys said that you enjoy watching these type of videos. So I'm going to show you 5 more cake mix hacks that I hope that you guys enjoy. Let's get started. To get it started, we're going to be making a mixed berry cobbler. So to a 9x13 pan, I'm just going to go ahead and lightly grease that. I need 2 pounds of berries. I'm going to be doing 2 different things. So I had like half of a package here, and then I had a whole package. This is 1 pound of blueberries. So I did 1 pound of blueberries and then probably about a pound of mixed berries. So it doesn't matter what type of berry that you use. We're just going to do 2 pounds. I'm going to juice 1 lemon and put that into my pan. I also have 3/4 cup of sugar that I'm going to be doing, and then a half a cup of flour, half a tablespoon of cornstarch, and then go ahead and give that a good mix. A lot of my stuff is a little bit on the frozen side, and that's fine if your fruit is frozen. It's going to cook just fine, so don't even worry about it. Just throw it in and mix it all together. We're going to use a yellow cake mix and just put that right on top. You just want to make sure it's nice and level on top. I'm also going to use a whole stick of butter, so half a cup of butter, and I just slice these really thin so that it would spread all over the cake. You can also melt the butter and pour it right on top. That's completely up to you. You're going to cook this in the oven at 350 for 40 to 50 minutes, depending on how your oven is, and you might have to do it a little bit longer. I just did mine until it was nice and golden on top and all the berries were starting to bubble through. So that's how you know it's completely cooked through. All the cake is cooked and ready to eat. This looks so delicious. And of course, with any cobbler, you're going to want some vanilla ice cream. We had some, but I'm showing you without the vanilla. You guys, this was phenomenal. This was absolutely delicious. Definitely a must for cake mixes for sure. Next, we're going to be making a strawberry poke cake, which is one of my favorite things to make. I had this growing up all the time. We're going to need 1 white cake mix. Just put that into your bowl, and you're just going to put whatever ingredients the back of the box says. So mine said half a cup of oil. It also said 1 cup of water and then 4 egg whites. So that's what you see me putting in here. And then of course, I'm just going to go ahead and give that a good stir, getting all that completely stirred through properly. Nice and smooth cake mix. And then we're just going to make a cake like how we normally would. So I'm going to put this into a 9x13 pan. Of course, I'm going to go ahead and grease it first and then pour in our batter. I've actually only done a strawberry one. I've never tried other flavors when it comes to like the jello that we're going to be using. So you definitely don't have to limit this to just strawberry. You guys can do whatever flavor that you guys prefer. I have seen someone do like an orange creamsicle one, and I've heard that that one is really good as well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and smooth all that out. Put that in the oven at 350 for about 45 minutes. Just whatever the box says. Usually it says between 30 and 40 minutes. Once it's done cooking, I'm going to go ahead and make some jello. So I need 1 cup of water and then my jello mix, and just give that a good stir. Now the back of the box of the jello will say 2 cups of water, but you only want to do 1. Otherwise your cake's going to come out really liquidy, and you don't want that. You don't want your bread in the cake to just completely get mushy. So we're only going to do 1, and then just stir it until it's all dissolved properly. Set that to the side. Once our cake has completely cooled, I'm just going to use a fork and poke all over it. We're going to take our cooled jello and just pour that right on top of our cake. I'm going to let that cool for about 20 minutes, and then we have some Cool Whip. You can do whatever type of Cool Whip that you prefer. I love extra thick and creamy. That's my favorite type of Cool Whip, and Winco has like the off-brand of it, so that's awesome. I've never seen an off-brand of the thick and creamy, so I was really well pleased with that, and the Cool Whip turned out to be really good. So if you have a Winco nearby, definitely use it and buy that one because it is really good. And that's it, you guys. You can put this in the refrigerator for about an hour and it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. It was so delicious. It was very moist. You can taste the Jello in it. It was just absolutely divine. Next, we have some lemon cookies, and I wanted to do crinkle cookies at first, but it did not work out. So I just made regular lemon cookies. So you're going to need 1 box of lemon cake mix. And then I put in a couple teaspoons of lemon extract. I heard that adding a whole bunch of lemon is what's going to really enhance the flavor. So that's up to your discretion. I also put in 1 egg. And then we're going to put in 8 ounces of Cool Whip. And then we're just going to go ahead and give that a good mix-a-roo. So to make these crinkle cookies, you're going to need to refrigerate your cookie dough for about an hour. That's going to help harden it up. And then you can roll the cookies onto the powdered sugar. It just did not work out for me. I was kind of in a hurry making them, so I just made some regular cookies because I didn't have time to put them in the refrigerator, but that's the only thing that you need to do to make these into crinkles. I love a good crinkle cookie, so I was really bummed that they didn't turn out crinkle, but they still were so delicious. The lemon flavor was on point. It was really good. You want to bake these in the oven at 350 for about 10 to 12 minutes until they're just slightly golden brown and that they are nice and chewy. Next, I made a sunshine cake, which is absolutely perfect around Easter time. I love it. It's super light and fluffy, so if you don't like super sweet desserts, this one's going to be for you. You're going to need 1 yellow cake mix. Just put that in a medium bowl alongside of 4 eggs, 1 cup of crushed pineapple, and 3/4 a cup of oil. Go ahead and give that a good stir, getting all those eggs and everything combined properly. Now that that's all combined properly, we're going to set that to the side. I have a 9x13 pan that I did go ahead and lightly grease. I'm going to add our batter just right onto our 9x13 pan. And then you just want to level that off, getting it nice and even. I'm going to put this in the oven at 350 for about 45 minutes. And then while that is cooling, I'm going to go ahead and get started on my topping. So I'm going to need all of this Cool Whips, which is 8 ounces of Cool Whip. I think a like thick and creamy would be really good for this type of a dessert. I'm also going to use 1 package, which is 3.4 ounces of vanilla pudding mix. And then I'm going to put in 1 cup of crushed pineapple. And then I'm going to go ahead and give that a really good stir. This might take you just a minute because you want to make sure that that pudding kind of thickens up quite a bit. Alright, and I just used a spoon to kind of make sure that it's all combined properly because I'm going to end up putting this on top of our cake. So I'm going to set this to the side for just a moment. Put our cake right into the middle of my table, and then I'm just going to top it with our topping that we made. This should be pretty thick and creamy, and you want to make sure you just spread it all over your cake. And that is it. That's all you need to do. You can refrigerate this for a couple hours so that's nice and cold. I actually prefer this on the cold side, but it's kind of whatever you guys want to do. We cracked into this immediately, and then we put the rest into the fridge. My kids were starving for some delicious dessert, so they were just waiting on me to film this so that they could devour it. Like I said before, this is a great like Easter dish, maybe like some type of spring dish. It's so cute. I love the yellow in it. It's just so good and very light and fluffy. I think you guys are gonna like it. Do you like it? Is it creamy? You taste a lot of the pineapple? No? Is it super sweet? The last thing I wanted to share with you all is some strawberry brownies. So to a medium bowl, I'm going to take 1 box of strawberry cake mix and put that into our bowl. And then I'm going to take 2 eggs and go go ahead and place that in our bowl as well. And then I just did a little bit of vanilla, so about a teaspoon or whatever you guys like to do. You can always add more because it's delicious that way. Half a cup of oil, and then go ahead and try to give that a stir. I started off using my whisk, but I thought, what am I doing? Because it's going to be super thick. So I ended up using a spoon. And then just go ahead and give that a really good stir. It did take me just a little bit because it is so thick. So just kind of keep that in mind. I'm going to put that off to the side. I'm going to get an 8x8, or you can even do a 9x9 baking dish. Go ahead and lightly grease that and just put your brownies right at the very bottom there. And like I've said, it's like sticky and thick. I don't know. It was a very weird texture, but when it comes out like super chewy. So I really do enjoy the texture. So just keep that in mind whenever you're making this, that it is going to be very thick and sticky. Go ahead and level that off to make it nice and even on top. We're going to place this in the oven at 350 for 40 to 50 minutes, whatever you guys feel like it's done. Take it out. I have 3/4 a cup of powdered sugar, 2 tablespoons of milk, and then I put in about 3 tablespoons of jelly or preserves, jam, whatever you guys prefer. I guess this is more like preserves. And then I did 1 tablespoon of cream cheese. I did like lightly melt that just so it's easy to stir together. Go ahead and grab some beaters, and you want to just go ahead and whisk that together for just a couple of minutes. You just want to make sure that that cream cheese is stirred in properly with all that powdered sugar. And it's not super runny, but it's also not super thick. So if you like it more thick, then don't add as much milk to it. Go ahead and just put that on top of your brownies, since your brownies should be done. And then that is it. You guys can cut this up however you want. You can put it in the fridge. You can leave it out. We pretty much ate most of this in a day. It was delicious. My husband was a little unsure because he's very strict about, he just likes the regular brownies. But he said that this was really good. He was very surprised by it. It was very strawberry-ish. You know, like it had a lot of strawberry flavor to it. So if you love strawberry, this one would be a really good one for you guys.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Give me a big thumbs up if you enjoy this content. Consider subscribing below so you don't miss my next video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.